Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain about the vector processing. Okay, so let's start vector processing. So vector processing, before we understand the vector processing is what basically, as we know that some of the application that are beyond the capability of a conventional computer. These problems are categorized by the fact that they require a vast number of computation that will take a conventional computer days or even weeks to complete. So in science and engineering, many applications, many applications that have and they have a problem can be formulated in terms of vector and matrices and by using the vector processing. Okay, so from here we can see that these are the some of the various examples or problems. Uh, the computer with vector processing capabilities, and these are the some of the applications area where vector processing is used to solve these problems. Okay, and what is basically the vector processor? Ability to process vectors and related data structure. Vector such as matrices and multi-dimensional arrays. We know that vector in programming is called array, and in much faster way than the conventional computer. So vector processor may also be pipelined, because as earlier we know that the pipelining process is one of the example of to implement the parallel processing. Okay, so vector to understand the vector programming or vector operation, as we know that many scientific problems require arithmetic operation on large array of numbers, and these numbers are usually formulated as vector and matrices of float point number. So a vector is what basically? So it's ordered set of one dimensional array. Okay, and this to understand the vector programming, let's take an example. Uh, and this example is used to examine the difference between a conventional scalar processor and vector processor. Consider the following. This is one of the example of Fortran do loop. Okay. Uh, for adding two vector a and b of length 100 to produce a vector c. This is implemented in machine language by following sequence of operation, and this constitute a program loop that read a pair of operand from array A and B and perform a float point addition. The loop control variable is then updated and then step repeat how many time? 100 time. Okay. So a computer capable of vector processing eliminate the overhead associated with the time it take to fetch and execute the instruction in the program. Loop basically. This one is the implementation of vector computer program. So it's allow operation to be specified with a single vector instruction of the form. Okay, and it eliminate the looping concept of conventional computer. So the vector instruction include the initial address of the operand, the length of the vector, and the operation to be performed, all in one composite instruction. The addition is done with pipeline float point adder, and this one is shown in. These are some of the example. In next slide, we'll show the how pipeline is used for the vector processing, and these are the some of the examples of vector instructions. Okay, and this diagram show the instruction format, the vector instruction format, and this is essentially a three address instruction. With three field specify the base address of the operand, and additional field give the length of the data item in the vector. This assume that vector operand reside in memory. It's also possible to design the processor with a large number of register and store all operand in register prior to addition operation. So from here we can see this is the example of vector instruction format, and Then this next diagram, pipeline for inner product, that show the inner product calculation on a pipeline vector processor. The value of suppose if you are perform A and B addition multiplication of A and B, the value of A and B are either in memory or in processor register. The plot point multiplier pipeline is here, okay, and the float point adder pipeline are also are assumed to have 4 segment each. Both are the 4 segment pipeline. This one is perform multiplication and this pipeline perform addition. Okay, so from here we can see that this pipeline can perform a number of A cross B, means A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3 up to AN BN. Okay, so this is the one of the example of pipeline for implementation in the vector processing. Okay, and this one, this diagram in this slide, it show the basically the pipeline and vector processor multiple module memory organization. Okay, and multiple module memory organization is specified here in this diagram. Show a memory unit with 4 modules. This one is the 4 modules. Okay, memory units, and there are the 4 modules we have. Okay, each memory array has its own address register and data register. Okay, the address register receive information from a common address bus and the data register communicate with a bidirectional data bus. The two least significant bit of the address can be used to distinguish between the 4 modules. The modular system permit one module to initiate a memory access while other module are in the process reading or writing a word, and each module can use a memory request independent of the state of the other modules. Okay, so in this slide from we can easily understand that vector processing is more contain more advantage as compared to conventional computer to solve complex problem. The advantage of modular memory is that it allows the use of a technique called interleaving. And interleaved memory, different set of address are assigned to different memory modules. For example, in 2 modules memory system, the even address may be in one module and odd address in other. And when the number of module is power of 2, the least significant bit of the address, select a memory module and remaining bits designate the specific location to access within the selected modules. So this one is the example of memory, multiple memory module and interleaving. Okay, this is another implementation, and previously we have seen pipelining in structure. So this all over about the vector processing. Okay, thanks.